getting over the effects of a little cold here, so let's just warm up a bit. Okay, keep your feet firmly on the ground. Let's rotate the hips. Just think of a big circle that your tailbone is going around. Bend your knees. Reverse. Okay. Now we did the hips, now we're going to do the knees. So bend a bit and then very slowly turn the knees. Keep the knees together if you can. Reverse. Okay, step out. Let's massage the thighs from the hips all the way down to the knees. One more time. That's good. Okay, that feels good. Now let's extend one of our legs here. Raise the toe. And we're going to work the hamstring. So we're going to rock back and then bend this knee. Keep this straight so you can feel the hamstring here. Only do it if it's comfortable. And you don't want to bend it too much or extend the hamstring too much. You just want to feel where it's at and sort of constrict and release. Very good. Step in. The other side. And back to center. Let's balance on one leg now. You might have a chair or table next to you. Push down. Push down. Okay, lift the leg, turn the foot, and then slowly heel toe. Lift, turn, then down. Lift, turn, down. Now we're going to raise the leg. Like a bird, extending the arms overhead and slowly raising the leg. And let's tap again. The hips all the way down to the ankles if you can. Okay. So I want to do a series of exercises that we've done on and off. And this is to help you concentrate on the lower dantian, as well as trying to get that circles that we see in Qigong, all these different circles that we have in our exercises. So we're gonna start out with just standing, gathering in focus, making sure our center line is complete. This is the center of the body right here. So you want to make sure everything's settled. The head is going up, the feet are going down, the back is straight, the tongue is on the top palate, lightly touching. The shoulders are down and relaxed. So let's turn the head side to side. First look down with your eyes and let the head follow. Look up at the ceiling. The eyes lead, the head follows. The other side, down, look up, turn, look down. Gently make your head go in a semicircle. And then circle the head. Reverse. Back to center. Now we step out, it doesn't matter which leg. And just put your hand here on the hip. And this foot straight, this one's about 45 degrees. It's called a bow and arrow stance. And just lean down into the leg, not forward, but down. Lower the hip. Now bring the shoulder just about in front of the knee. And gently turn. Lift the shoulder. And when you lift the shoulder, you're turning the spine. So that's what we want to do, all these connections between the arm, the shoulder, and the spine, and the dantian. Just relax into the movement. You don't have to force anything. The arm just hanging. And reverse. You notice as you come forward, your feet is pressing into the floor. Back to center. The other side. Straight, 45 degrees. Just lean a bit. Reverse. Back to center. Double shoulders forward. Step out a bit. Reverse. It's like you're rowing a boat. Back to center. Step out. And we're going to swing our fists down. And then as they come up, open. Turn the wrists. Back to center. The other side. Notice this little rocking motion, lifting the toe up and then turning at the waist. That's what we want to do. Turn, turn, turn. And back to center. Now we have a single circle. We're going to make a circle coming up. Right here, we're going to pretend there's a big ball. And we're going to bring the hand around the ball. So we're not going to come up. We're going to circle the ball. And then we're going to spread the hand outwards towards 45 degrees. Turn the wrist, then turn the elbow, and then turn the shoulder as though somebody is pushing you, and then back the bottom. So let's start here. Spread out, lower the knees, keep the head up, press, down, back, turn. Notice how the hips stay parallel to the ground. Push. Turn the wrist, shoulder. Turn the wrists. Turn the elbow. Turn the shoulder. Turn the wrist. Turn the elbow. Turn the shoulder. The other side. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, back. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, turn. Feel the rotations. And back to center. Let's do a single circle. We're going to make two circles. Now let's do a lazy dragon first. We did the single circle. So we do the lazy dragon. We're going to step out, and then you're going to face the fingers. They come right towards your eyes. You're going to stand back as you turn, and you notice the waist turning and the spine is turning. And then you're going to make a circle with the hand. And this gives you a lot of flexibility when you do the Qigong exercises. And you don't want to use a lot of muscle tension. You just want to relax the various muscles that you're using. Make the waist and the spine do all the work. Back to center. Let's do the other side. You notice that shoulder, elbow, wrist action. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, back. And back to center. Now we use both arms. Double lazy dragon. Notice how the whole body is going to the side. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. The whole body is coming with me. Very good. Now we do a lazy butt tying the coat. And the hand's going to come out and make a figure 8 as this hand comes up. So it's down, figure 8, and up. Sorry. Let's try this way. There you go. Okay, back to center. So we step out again. We're gonna palms up, down the midline. And out. Reverse. Back to center. This one we're going to turn the palm up and we're going to put the thumb in like a dagger, straight out and then open. Reverse. Then we get the palms, and then down and out. Big circle, big circle. Notice the turning of the waist and the spine and the shoulders. Reverse. Just bring the hands down to the hip. Back to center. The other side. Palms up and out. Now we're going to reverse. And back to center. I'm going to circle the arms, spread them out, and drop. Circle, spread, drop. Reverse. And back to center. Now we work the elbows. We're going to make a circle using the back of the hand. Turn the waist, turn the shoulder, turn the wrist. Turn the wrist, elbow, shoulder. Reverse. Back to center, the other side. Step out, contact. Just make a circle. And reverse. Back to center. Now we boot both. Reverse. And back to center. Now we work the wrists, and we're just not working the wrist. In order to work this wrist, you have to turn the dantian, which turns the spine, turns the shoulder, and the arm. So we step out, put their hand out, and we make a circle here. Don't look at the hand, look at the chest here. Notice how it's turning, and that turns the shoulder, turns the elbow, and then the wrist. Reverse. Very, well, let's just say it's not easy to do. On the other side. Reverse. Back to center. Double wrists. Here you're going to form a wave. Watch the chest. Reverse. And back to center. So we're not trying to do this because that doesn't do anything. You want to use the whole body. Anytime you use one part of the whole body has to work with that section. So there's no use doing this. You're not getting anything out of it. You got to start from the legs, push the energy, the chi up and around, up to the dantian, up to the back and around. So as you do this, you can feel the leg pushing down, the spine turning, the waist turning, the shoulder turning, the elbow turning, and the wrist. All that just within right there. So we'll be working on that. Okay, so let's work the hips. Let's pretend we have a little bar here. Bend the knees, and we're going to make a nice big circle with the hips. Reverse. And back to center. Now we're going to move side to side. Let the arm swing, the pull, the rope. You see how the legs and go back, forth. You can feel the feet securing themselves to the ground, letting the spine turn. Now we want to add circles to this and a whip. and back to center. Okay, let's do some punching. Step forward. Bow and arrow stance, 45 degrees straight. Get the hips straight. You don't want sideways. Hips straight. Bend, and then punch. Back to center, the other side. Back to center. Now we're going to put our hands just above the knees, and we're going to circle the knees. No, but we're not going to do this. We're going to use a tailbone to use the knees. So you have to make sure that the tailbone is pointed downward, and you're going to make a circle. And that'll turn the knees. Reverse. Very good. I realize all of these are a little complicated and our body may not be ready for this, but if we do it incrementally, we'll get there. And like I said, it helps you learn to use the whole body in your Qigong exercises, and not like when you go to the gym and you're just pulling weights, you're using the whole body. And that's what I want you to start doing. Okay, so bow and arrow stance here. This foot is going to come back in, pivot. As we pivot, just bend down, pivot, and down. Very good. The other leg, just stay where you are. Pivot with this foot. Down, pivot. Very good. Now let's loosen the legs. We're going to make a circle with the toe and then kick to the side. Circle and kick to the side. Get your balance. Circle, kick. Balance, circle, kick. Okay, all these exercises will make your legs stronger. Now we gather and we shake. Gather, shake. Gather and shake. Okay, so Let's just rest about a minute here. So this is moving meditation, Hunyuan Qigong. We always start in Wuji posture. And after each exercise, we stand in Wuji and we close 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then go on to the next exercise. Stand in Wuji and close. 1, 2, 3. This is also called the primordial Qigong. Think of the Tai Chi circle with the half black and the white, half white. And before there was yin and yang, there was nothing. And then when thought emanated, it created the yin and the yang. The yin and the yang created the 5 elements. All together created man, and we stand between earth and heaven. So we bring the earth and the heaven together with man in all of this next exercise. So there's a lot to do, or at least a lot to think of, but it's very simple exercises. So the first thing we're going to do is wash the organs. After we make 3 circles, clockwise and counterclockwise. 3 circles. And back to Wuji. Take a deep breath. Bring the hands up overhead. And as you bring the hands over the face to wash the face, think of washing all the internal organs as your hands go down. And then stop around the pelvic bone here and wash away all the bad chi. So there's a lot of visualization here. Think of going inside the body, washing all the organs, making them clean, allowing the energy to go through all the organs. We close 3 times. And the 4th time, bring the hands together at the dantian, lower dantian, and just close your eyes for a second. Meditate as we go on to the next exercise. Now we gather the chi into the 3 dantians, the forehead, the navel, and the perineum. The perineum is between the legs. So we gather. Bring the hands down to the navel, gather. Now we bring the hands down, perineum, and we gather over the kidneys. And after our 6th repetition, we close. Wuji posture. Now we start forming the cosmos. Bring our hands up about shoulder height and feel the energy between the palms of the hands. Gently rock forward, back, feeling the energy, filling up, forming a big ball. And when you feel the energy between the hands, then start rotating the ball. Half the ball is inside you, half the ball is outside. Do 9 times. Reverse. Back to center. And close. Now, before we gather the chi, now we're going to open and close the 3 dantian, stretching the arms, pulling taffy, the upper, middle, and lower dantians. Gently rock 9 times. Down to the belly button. Down to the lower dantian. Back to center to close. And we step out, we work the legs, single rise and fall. We're going to go down the stomach, spleen, meridian on each side, 9 times. Don't strain yourself, just go down as far as you can. Let's do 6 times here. This will be the 6th time. And close. Step out. Now we do a double leg rise and fall. Behind the back on the kidneys, and then down the back. Let's do it 6 times. And back to center. Now we're going to turn the dantian outwardly into a small circle and then a large circle. Six times. That's a small circle. Now the large circles. Back to center. The other side, small circles. Next time, large circles. And back to center. Now we stand out. Heaven and earth opens and closes. Reverse. The other side. Reverse. Back to center. Now return the chi, and we're going to create the sun and the moon. We're going to shake our hands, rub them, and let the energy go into the body. We do this 3 times. Now that we have absorbed the energy, we circle the chest. Reverse. Back to the center line. Bring the fingers down the center line 3 times. 1. Dispersing stagnant chi. And the last one, we return the chi to the dantian, alternating hands 9 times, bringing the chi in. Step out. Now we rub our nose. Then the eyebrows and underneath the eyes. The jaw. The temples. Strike the shoulders. Between the thumb, finger, and it's at the wrists. Outside. Below the elbow. Armpit. Circle 10 times, reverse 10 times. Strike the lower back, in the kidneys, buttocks, hips, thighs, knees, front, sides, back, bottom of the knee, outside the ankles, inside, half up. And then do this 3 times, lift and drop. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Okay. Down to the dantian. Circle 8 times clockwise, 8 times counterclockwise. Step in, bring down 3 columns of chi. Thank you. Hope to see you next week. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody.